We're going to be doing an unboxing today. So a couple of months ago, I bought a Fujifilm camera. I jumped to the system and I got a Fujifilm X-S10. And ever since then, I've been pretty much obsessed with the camera. Got me super interested in the Fujifilm X mount lineup, and I thought, why not invest a little more into that? So I sold my Lumix G85 from Panasonic, my very first camera. I was very sad to part ways with it, but it is what it is, and I got the Fujifilm X-E4. Now this was released about 3 to 4 months ago, and I got it with the XF 27mm F2.8 weather resistant Pancake Lens, which is the second iteration of that lens. And I think it's the only lens that comes with the X-E4 currently. So yeah, enough with the intro. Let's open this baby up. Okay, so we are immediately greeted with documentation. So it comes with a user manual, which is standard, but in the user manual, you get an adapter. So this is a USB-C to 3.5mm headphone jack adapter. So it's great. So you can plug it into the USB-C port and monitor your audio or listen to your video clips. This is super convenient to have, but it is really tiny. So be careful because you might end up losing it. Let's put this away for now. A little more documentation, and you actually get a free photo editing software when you buy a Fujifilm camera. I'm not sure if that was the case when I got my X-S10. I might have just not seen it, but yeah, this is Capture One, and I heard a lot of good things about it online, so I might check this out. And of course, you get a camera strap from Fujifilm. Not super big on these, but it is super convenient to have because you never know when you might need one. Now let's dive a little deeper into the box. Hopefully where the camera is. Okay, and there she is. That's the entire box. So this is a much smaller box, and I will be honest, it's a little underwhelming. When I unboxed the X-S10, there were so many boxes, so many things to unpack, which was a lot more interesting, but I'm not complaining. It's fine. It's fine. Let's take out the camera. So here she is. Like, just picking it up, you can feel that it's super, super small, which is crazy because when I first took out the X-S10, I was like amazed at how small it was, and this is even smaller because it has no grip. Let's take it out. Look at that beautiful brick. Looks like a brick, but it looks like a very attractive brick. This is the Fujifilm X-E4. This is the body, and it looks really good. Now again, it doesn't have that grip, so this is how you're gonna hold it, however you can. So this has the exact same 26.1 megapixel X-Trans 4 CMOS sensor as found on the X-S10 and flagship models like the X-E4, X-E3, and the X-T30. So Fujifilm is actually very, very generous when it comes to their flagship sensor, which is, I'm not complaining, it's great. But one of the key features I saw is the tilt up screen. It tilts all the way up like that. Yeah, there you go. So this is going to be great for vlogging and just video use, you know. But one of the cool things here is that it is very similar to like those photo first cameras, because not everybody likes the flip out screen. So people will be very impressed with this for both photo and video, because it still has that just the tilt up that most people love, and you can tilt it all the way up for video. So if you're monitoring yourself and all that, I'll be using this as a B cam, so it's going to be great, so I can see what I'm shooting, if I'm in focus, if I'm still recording, all that good stuff. So yeah, the style here is very reminiscent of their more expensive rangefinder style cameras, you know, their X100 V lineup. The biggest difference is that it doesn't have an optical viewfinder. Over here you use a electronic viewfinder. The biggest selling point though of the X-E4 is the interchangeable lens system. So you can use any XF and XC lens on this, which gives it a huge advantage. So let's talk about like the dials and all that. So on top here you have your shutter speed dial. Next to that is your exposure compensation dial. You have a little Q button here, And over here is a customizable button, I believe. Next to that is your on and off switch together with the shutter. It has that little screw, so you can like put custom shutter buttons. I'm super excited for that. And on the front, you have this one singular dial, which is also a button if you press on it, so you can set it to like your ISO or your aperture and just like switch between that. Now, this actually got a lot of, I won't say hate, but a lot of people dislike the super minimalistic design because it does lack buttons. But I feel like it caters to a number of people as well, because some people don't like having lots of buttons because it does seem intimidating. It just seems confusing. So I feel like having like very few buttons, just having a really simple and minimalistic layout is really, really good as well. So yeah, hot shoe mount. Over here, you have your electronic viewfinder, your drive button and delete button, play, your focus, AEL, AFL. This is your joystick, your menu, display. Yeah, and that is pretty much that. On the side, you have this little door, which will give you access to the 3.5mm headphone jack, so you can plug in a mic, which you might have to get an accessory for, because since this does tilt all the way up the screen, it is going to block the mount. So yeah, you're not going to be able to mount a mic here if you want to see yourself. You also get USB-C, so this is going to be for charging and maybe plugging into your computer for webcam. You also get a micro HDMI port, so that's if you want to use it for like with an external recorder. On the bottom, you get your 1/4-20 thread for mounting, and here is a door for your battery and a single SD card slot. And that is pretty much that. You have your speaker over here as well. Sorry, that is pretty much that for the X-E4's body. Super minimalistic, simple design. I love it. So let's put this aside for now and take out the Pancake Lens. It's super small too. And there you have it. Here she is, super small, super light as well. So you're gonna get a super compact kit. Okay, so you get an aperture dial. That's it. Okay, there's a lock. So here is the button. If you want to unlock it, there we go. There. You get the aperture ring. You also get a focus ring, and yeah, metal mount. Let's put it on the camera. Okay. Oof. And there you have it. This looks so good. Look at that. It's so small, it's so compact, it's super inconspicuous. Like that just looks so good. So yeah, this is the kit. Looks really, really good. Let's put this away for now though. Okay, so you get your typical NPW126S battery, which is really, really small. Overall, it's not the best, it's not great. It's okay. You will need to get 1 or 2 extra batteries. Why can't I put it? Okay, there we go. It's inside. You also get a USB-C to USB-A charging cable, because again, Fujifilm cameras do not come with a charger, which honestly I hate, but it is what it is. You know, Fujifilm has been doing that for a really long time. Plug it in. I personally got Wasabi Power batteries, and it came with a charger, so that's great. And I think that's pretty much that. I don't think there's any more to the box. Let's put that away. So yeah, that is pretty much the unboxing of this wonderful little minimalistic camera. Let's test it out a little bit. We are still shooting with the Fujifilm X-E4 with the 27mm f2.8 Pancake Lens. And as for initial impressions, I really enjoyed shooting outside with this camera. The body plus the kit forms such a small, compact, and inconspicuous camera that is very capable in both photo and video. So yeah, it's just great to be able to bring a very capable camera with you everywhere you go. You know, just throw it in a bag, not a camera bag, just a regular bag, and just bring it everywhere with you. So if you need to shoot something, you can. In terms of image quality, this has the exact same X-Trans4 26.1 megapixel sensor as my X-S10. So the images that came out of it were absolutely amazing. That was no surprise. Big fan of that sensor, and yeah, everything turned out pretty great. Biggest learning curve for me was just the overall layout of the camera, because this is a rangefinder film style camera, very different compared to the PSAM DSLR type cameras that I'm very used to. So just navigating my way through the menu and the settings was kind of challenging at first, but then, you know, once I got used to it, it was pretty much smooth sailing from there. Great shooting experience either way. The flip up screen is great because I can see myself if I'm shooting, if I'm in focus, if the exposure is right. So that is always welcome. And that's pretty much that for this unboxing and initial impressions. So yeah, hopefully you guys got something from this video. Like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.